That shit was crazy, bro.
How you feeling?
I mean, I'm chilling now. We're recording, Ma. Thanks.
Bro, I'm still mad we still haven't gotten a podcast video up.
Yeah, that's really fucking annoying. I'm gonna be honest. We'll start off with that.
Yeah. There we go.
Thanks, Ma. All right.
We forgot to lock the studio.
Yeah, the office place that we rent out.
Yep.
Totally.
Literally. All right, so let's first talk about that. So
Yeah, we'll start off with the podcast troubles before we
move on to today's topic.
yeah.
So the first part was 2 weeks ago we recorded the draft. It was a draft special. And we
Right.
just talked about like all the first round picks, what we thought of it.
Yep.
And then the Bears drafts. So like
Yep.
the first round, second round, throughout the 7th round. Then we went to the software. Software didn't record it. Or we recorded it. Software was fine. Then we were trying to export it from the camera's SD card into the software. It wasn't recognizing it as a video. So then we're like, oh, poo. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
So then we're like, all right, whatever. We'll scrap it. We'll do it again next week. So legit, we literally copied and pasted what we did 2 weeks ago to last week. Did it again. And didn't work again. So
It might even happen right now.
Yeah.
Like it might happen again. So
Yeah, I'm going to be crazy upset if it doesn't work again.
yeah, that's gonna be pretty shitty. But so yeah, we still pretty much figuring that out. We don't know. We're trying to make this software work just because we're just so used to it. We've been using it for the past 15 episodes. Like literally every episode we've
Yep.
been using it.
And we've been doing the same thing every time.
Same thing every time. So we really don't know why this is happening. Yeah, we just really don't want to go to a software. We want to work with this one as best as we can before we end up having to go to another software.
Yep.
And then the camera situation, I mean, we want to get a new camera too. I mean, this one's working for us. We kind of want to use this one just as like a backup because it doesn't really give us the quality that we want.
So the quality we're looking for and what we upload is at 4K, but the camera itself only records at 720. So we're not even getting up to 1080 with the camera. With the new camera we're getting, I believe we get 4K resolution at 30 FPS, which is perfect for us. I think this one is 720 with 24 FPS.
Yeah.
So it's a lot worse quality-wise, but frame rate's about the same, give or take.
Yeah.
But 24 to 30 also makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, gonna be dropping some money on that camera, but it'll be so much better.
Oh, dude, it'll
I'm
be
gonna
so
love
much better.
editing the
So
videos
many more angles. We'll have a lot more content to expand on because we won't just do podcasts anymore. We'll do a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
Also, expect a rebrand soon.
Yeah, we are working with a fella.
Third party.
To kind of rebrand us a little bit. We're going for, I would say, a more nicer look.
Yeah, because, like, I don't know. We've had this for 15 weeks, and I feel like as a beginning content creator, like, that we're still brand new to it,
Yeah.
we still have time to, find our identity with,
Right.
like, what we stand for.
Go through
'Cause-
different looks, different options, just to see what fits us perfectly.
Because at first we were going to be a sports podcast,
Yeah.
and later on we found out that we feel more comfortable just talking about just society in general.
Society, world events, and shit.
Yeah.
I mean, definitely we'll still talk about sports a lot.
Mhm.
I mean, me and you come from a fucking crazy, sports background. So
Mhm.
it's like, why wouldn't we talk about sports after being in sports our whole lives? So
Speaking of sports, also a big announcement. I have also committed to North Central. So, yeah, I'm not at Benedictine anymore. Transferred out. Now I'm going to 2022 national champs.
yes,
Maybe,
sir.
hey, hopefully we bring in one 2023,
Hopefully,
man.
2023 champs. So.
But I'm honored for the opportunity, man. Like, it's a brand new playbook. I showed you. It's huge. Like, it's
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah, you showed me.
So,
That's
like,
crazy.
At our old school, I'd say like 30, maybe 30 plays on the defense.
Yeah.
This one itself, just coverage wise, has 66.
Yeah.
So around 150 to 200 plays. So it's a lot bigger. I mean, I understand why,
Yeah.
but yeah, I'm excited. I feel like I'd have a better opportunity playing there than where I was at with that situation. So yeah.
And I don't go to college, so yeah. You wanna head into
All right, so
today's topic?
Here's our topic. So as of right now, it
we
is.
probably shouldn't laugh about it. It's kind of
Yeah.
serious, but I
So
mean,
it's 5:02 p.m. Central Time,
yeah.
and we were gonna record earlier. Me and you met up at around 10 o'clock Central Standard Time.
Damn, it's been fucking 7 hours.
7 hours. Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
So so this is what we first started off. We're just gonna talk about our day, really, because this day was crazy eventful.
Yeah. Well, you got it.
So I'll just talk about what we did first, and then you'll explain the main thing about it,
The plot.
the plot, and then I'll explain how we reacted to it.
Okay. I got you.
So the build up was, I got here because I woke up at like 9:30, 9 o'clock. Texted you at 10. I was like, yo, like, are you awake? Can I slide? He said, yeah. So I got here at like 10:05, 10:10, around there, right?
Yeah.
So we already had like previous conversations about the rebranding idea. So this idea I've had in my head for like the past 4 or 5 weeks. I brought it up with you for like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And that's when we were saying like a lot more ideas coming soon and a lot more. So that's what we were talking about, was basically our rebranding. So then we decided to brainstorm some ideas. I had a few brainstorm ideas. He had a few brainstorm ideas. We basically collabed to make somewhat of a decent design hand drawn.
I think it'll be fire if it's done right.
Because I mean the hand drawing was atrocious.
Well, I mean, it's a hand drawing.
It's a
It ain't
hand
gonna be
drawing,
perfect,
but
the general, you know.
just yeah. So then we like hit up the third party. We let them know like exactly what we want and like how we want it. Yeah. I mean, dude, it's.
I don't like looking at his other work. If it's designed like how that other stuff is, I think it'll look really fucking good.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited to see it because he works fast, but he doesn't work Sundays.
Yeah, which is pretty shitty because tomorrow is Sunday.
Yeah. So then we're like,
As
all
of
right, cool.
now, recording this.
So then we're like, all right, cool. We figured that out, and then we first start with what is the new software we're gonna do.
Yep.
We start looking at different software. We're like, oh no, this is like I feel the most comfortable with this software.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, let me tamper with it for a little bit while you're still talking with the guy. And while you're still talking with the guy, I start tampering with it a lot more. I did like 10 or 15 like mock trials with the new software. So figured out there's a minor tweak we had to do because of a new update. Tried it out. It worked. So hopefully it works now. So after that happened, we're like, all right, cool. So it's about 12 o'clock at that time. So it took about 2 hours, 2.5 hours to do that.
Yeah.
Then we're like, all right, we need to take a break. Let's hit up the outlet mall.
Yeah. This is where shit gets popping.
So we live in Illinois.
Literally.
Yeah, literally. So we live in Illinois. So we went to the Aurora Premium Outlets. So once again, my mic cut off.
Did it?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Like still regularly?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So
Like what?
cuz I can't hear myself off the headphones.
Oh really?
Nah, but it's fine. So it's May 13th. Okay, I can hear myself again. Yep, quick tweak of
Headphones.
headphones, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's May 13th, 2023,
Yeah. 5:05.
5:05 Central Standard Time. And we got there, we were like, oh. So we got there, it's like a 45-minute drive. We got there, whatever. And we were like, oh, we're hungry. So I called my mom, like, hey, I need some money.
Yeah, send the bread. Send the bread.
So she sent me some money. Got some food, pizza. I got pizza, mac and cheese, and
Potato wedges.
Yeah, it was the potato wedges were really good,
bro. After today, I think I'm gonna remember everything we've done and did and got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I got pizza with pepperoni, sausage, and mostaccioli.
Yeah. So we ate. I had to go with the Dr. Pepper.
Oh yes, sir.
As soon as we did that, we went to. What did we hit up first? We hit
straight Nike, I think, first.
No, we hit up We hit up a different store before Nike. I remember. Because we were looking around. We were like, oh.
Oh, no, not Express. I don't fucking know.
Okay, so we just hit up another store,
We
right?
hit up
We're
a
just-
store,
we
and
hit up a store.
then we hit up Nike.
We hit up Nike,
Copped
and
a
then
couple things.
copped a couple things. I got shoes. He got slides.
Yeah.
Waited in that line. We dipped. And then we went to a fragrance store. He picked up some cologne.
Yeah. Yo ass put me on with some cologne. Had to pick
Yeah,
that
it's a
up.
fire cologne. It
Yeah,
smells really good.
That shit was fire.
Yeah.
Then what else? Then we went to Sunglass Hut.
Mhm.
I just want to see how much some pair of sunglasses were that I
Yep.
wanted. Guess there's no fucking sale at Sunglass Hut like fucking
Mhm.
ever.
Yep.
Especially or at least good ones. So.
So then after Sunglass Hut, we went to.
We just hit up Under Armour for like literally 30 seconds
Mhm.
because they didn't really have nothing. And
Yep.
then we went to
Express.
went to MK.
MK just to see my friend.
Yeah.
Saw my friend, said what's up. Asked her how she did at the track meet.
Yeah.
Then we left because we were looking at the bags, and the bags were crazy expensive.
Yeah, bro. I mean, we couldn't even find the price. For
Five
like
yuans.
little fanny packs for almost $400. I'm like, I'm not even gonna bother with the price.
So like, I was looking at the price at the top, and it said like 50% off, and at the bottom it said 5, and then a bunch of Chinese lettering. So I just kept saying it was 5 yuans. And then we ended up leaving. Then we went to Express, picked up a few things from Express. Dude, that took forever because the cashier, poor guy, just didn't know what he was doing. Talked to the manager, and the manager helped me out.
Poor buddy.
Poor guy. But got 2 things from there. And then we went to Abercrombie.
And this is the plot of the story. Honestly, we're only 11 minutes in.
Oh yeah, we are. Okay. So no, this is gonna be a long story then.
It'll be definitely worth that. So.
All right, so we're at Abercrombie.
So Abercrombie and Fitch. You know, I saw like a car shirt. I was like, you know what? I'm intrigued. I like graphic tees. You know, I'm intrigued. I'm gonna go in there. It's like, hey, Maz, let's go hit this store up.
Yep.
And we hit it up. Hit it up. I look at the shirt, and then I see in front of the shirt are some shorts that I need board shorts just because some shirts I got would go great with some new board shorts. So I'm looking at those. I look at the price, and I was like, it's like a little expensive, but they had a deal going on. So, and then Mossy, somebody, he kind of piqued his interest.
Yeah.
That's kind of funny. And then we're just walking around the store.
So basically,
browsing.
I used my talking ability
Yeah.
to try to get an employee discount.
Yeah. Your employee discount raise.
It almost worked.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it
worked.
would've.
It worked
It was on track to work until it was Yeah.
something happened.
Mm-hmm. So we're just browsing around the store. Maz is
Doing my thing, trying to
Doing
get the
his thing.
employee discount.
so he's at least from your words, you're talking to the employee,
The employee.
and you're trying to raise her up,
Correct.
and you said, yo, let me get an employee discount, and she
Yep.
said, boy,
Boy,
stop playing.
Yep.
So I was like, all right, you're fucking in, dog.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as that, at the same exact time that interaction is happening, there's a lady at the front door that's screaming for her son or daughter's name. And I look outside and I see people just running in one direction away from the mall or towards like the exit of the mall. And she turns and just screams, active shooter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
Fucking turn. Yeah, you ain't catching me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm fucking hustling, bro.
Moving.
And as soon as this dude's about to say, "Oh, let me get your snap," active shooter.
Oh,
I'm
dude.
like, damn.
Oh, I was a little upset, but this is what happened. So I was like, at first I was like, oh, so how much is the shirt? My friend's asking for it, and she's like, oh, you're gonna have to pay full price. And I said, dang, so you don't got me with the employee discount? She said, boy, stop playing. And as soon as I was like, oh, so then just slide me the snap. As soon as I was about to say something like that, I hear
Yeah.
active shooter.
Yeah. And it
So
was
then
crazy.
She turns around, dips.
Dips, bro. I literally started running, and I saw her like out of my peripheral vision. She was running like with me, and I'm like a fast motherfucker. Like,
Yeah.
I'm saying like 4.5, maybe a 4.6 40. This bitch, bro, fucking.
I don't blame her, bro. I mean,
I was
everyone's
like,
freaked
bro,
out.
like, I get you, like, I get you running, bro, but like, nah, I ain't gonna let you beat me. Like, come on now. And then you know, me and Maz run just to the back of this Abercrombie and Fitch, bro.
Yeah.
And this is today. Like, when you guys are watching this, hopefully you guys are watching this.
So this happened at approximately 3 o'clock Central
3
Standard
o'clock.
Time.
Yes. May
13th.
13th. And
So
run to the back of the store. There's like this back door, you know, employees only and shit, but, you know, fuck that in this circumstance.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Maz run through that shit. I'm like, I kind of get ahead of him and shit. And, you know, I'm starting to get people out of the fucking store. And then I see, hey, Maz, you good? And he's like, yeah, I'm good. Keep going. And I was like, all right. And then, you know, we're just getting people out of this shit. Me and him were. And what was fucked was, you know, you go through that door and immediately to the right was like the storage area where they keep all their extra inventory. But if you kept going straight and to the left, then you're out of the back of the store and gone. So I saw motherfuckers low-key going in the storage room. I was like, yeah, y'all fucked up.
I was like trying to yell, exit, exit.
Yeah.
But it wasn't working.
Yeah, no, like motherfuckers don't give a fuck. I mean, but like, you know, people got out of the store.
Due to the circumstances, I understand why they don't.
Yeah, like, I mean, they're just trying to get to the, I don't know, just the safest place, I guess. But, you know, me and Miles are just helping people get the fuck out. And me and him got out, and we just darted to the back of this fucking parking lot.
Most I've ran in a while.
Like, bro, I literally, like, the last time my legs cramped was Manuka. And both of my calves were like, I was like low-key like, fuck, both of my calves are going to fucking cramp. And this guy's just going to slide up and just
be like, yo, what's good?
Shoot us up or something. Like, fuck that.
Yeah. So, as soon as we start running out, he gets in front of me. He asked me if I'm good. I said I'm good. And then he's outside, and I'm still inside. I'm freaking out, but I was like, oh, wait. There's still people behind me. I'm like, I don't want to be. Yeah. Like, I want to make sure that they're going to be okay. So I'm waiting at that line, and I'm basically, because everyone keeps pushing each other and like they're stumbling over each other. There's boxes in the way. It's a very narrow exit.
It's not made for 3 people. It's like
one by
person.
one. Yeah, it's 1 by 1. So I'm like, all right. So I was like, I can't yell calm down because no one's gonna calm down. So I thought in my head, I was like, this is what I'm gonna do. I'm basically just gonna use my arms, and I'm just gonna keep squeezing. So I was just like, go. So I keep squeezing people into that one area. So at this point, I'm literally pushing people into the wall because while I'm pushing them into the wall, they're getting more straight, and they're getting out a lot faster. So I was like, hey, it's working. So I keep pushing. I'm like, hey, keep going. Don't stop. Don't look back. You guys are good. Keep going. Don't look back. And then I hear you outside, go. So I was like, all right, we're doing the right thing. So then I believe I got everybody out by the time me and you were the last people to leave. So I believe we got everybody out. I hope. So then I get out. I see you, and then we lock eyes. We're like, all right, bet, let's go. So then we start running.
That fucker, bro.
And dude,
oh my God.
When I tell you I haven't ran, this was like about 200 meters, and we were full sprinting.
Yeah, bro.
Like my 4.740, your 4.540, we're gone.
Yeah, bro.
We're moving.
Fucking out, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck that shit.
And so then we got there, and we start going towards so there's these like the parking lot, and then around the parking lot there's like these little hill areas like that go downhill.
Yeah, we were just kind of at the like limits of the property. You know, it kind of just sloped down, and then there's a fence. Yeah. And we saw an old lady crying and shit.
Oh yeah, I mean,
yeah.
So I kind of felt bad because I wasn't traumatized.
Neither was I.
So like you can tell there's people freaking out. Like there's people bawling on like their eyes out on the phone, like shaking, and like there's girls like balled up and like freaking out. Like I've never seen something like this. Yeah. But then I'm in my head like, it wasn't that bad. Yeah. Like I'm just happy people got out. Right. And then I look at you and I'm like, yo, what's going on here? Like why are we not freaking out? Yeah. And then I'm like, while we're walking to my car, because my car's on the opposite side.
Yeah, that shit was fucked. I was like, God damn it.
Yeah. So we're walking to the opposite side, and like I'm just making sure everyone's okay. Like so he would go to the left side, I was at the right. He's calling his mom, I called mine, I called my parents and whatever. And then as soon as I hung up, I was looking around, like, there's a lot of people freaking out. There's a lot of people, like, set up camp outside waiting for, like, the go-ahead that everyone's
people
safe.
Just, like, hanging out behind cars and shit.
Yeah, and, like, they're literally, like, hiding behind cars. And by the time we were outside, I mean, fire department, ambulance were all already there. Yeah. So, we got there, And I was just like, hey, are you guys okay? Like, are you guys okay? Are you guys okay? And like everyone's like, yeah, we're good, and yeah, we're good, and stuff like that. So then we get to my car, and while we get to my car, man, and I was just like, all right, you ready? I'm like, yeah. We're like, yeah.
Yeah.
So we leave, and then there's
Yeah.
just one family that just gets here.
Yeah,
They
there's
just arrived.
yeah, like they just parked and they're starting to walk in. I'm like, bro, do we tell them?
Yeah.
And then there was a car in front of us that was kind of coming towards us on an angle, and they were just like, hey, I just want to let you guys know, active shooter.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys want to go.
Probably don't need your shit as much as kind of
Yeah.
your life. So,
Mhm.
but that shit was crazy. I mean, I've never been in an active shooter situation.
Me neither.
I mean, honestly, knowing that I've been in it, like obviously I know how I would react.
Now I know how I'd react.
Yeah,
I'm happy of how I reacted.
Yeah, me too. I wasn't scared. Like obviously I was like trying to protect my life. Like I don't want to fucking die.
It's not like I'm being suicidal. Be like, kill me.
Yeah, type shit. Like I wasn't. Man, we weren't being like that. But obviously, just like your adrenaline, just instantly as soon as you hear somebody yell that shit and motherfuckers run, like it's just adrenaline, bro.
It like for us, I believe it was just like for me in my head, what I was thinking was like fourth quarter.
Yeah.
It's fourth quarter.
Yeah.
So I was just like in my head, I was all the adrenaline I usually get like the last 5 minutes. That's how high my adrenaline was.
Yeah.
And like I wasn't shaking because I was freaking out. I was shaking because of how high my blood pressure was and like how high how fast my heart was beating.
Yeah.
And
our senses were just so like aware, and they were just kicked on so instantly. And adrenaline
like
and
there's
shit.
people that were like legitimately in shock.
Yeah.
Like when you see like YouTube videos or like TV shows and you see like shock, like people in shock, that's what I saw walking out, and like you'll see people on the floor like shaking or like rocking back and forth. And then that one guy we saw that was just like weird.
That dude was that was like when I saw that. I mean, I wasn't scared about it, but like my shit was heightened again. Like my senses were heightened again.
Yeah, because I was like, hey, because this is literally what me and him both saw. So we're walking to my car, right, and back to where the stores are. There's this random guy that walks out with like a button down and a tie. He opens the door and starts walking out, and he starts flapping his arms around like a bird.
Yeah, he's coming out like laughing and shit.
Fixing his shirt.
He's like this, fixing his like shirt.
Tie, like moving it up back and forth.
Yeah,
and
he's
then
like talking to himself.
Laughing. He's like dying laughing in his head.
I'm like, what the fuck? Like that's weird. Like there's probably
and I was like
a higher chance that this motherfucker was the guy with
and I said, don't look, keep walking.
Yeah.
So then we kept walking. I looked at him, he looked at us, he opened the door, went back inside. So then
that shit was like fucking weird.
So as soon as he went inside, I was like, oh no, he might be going back to grab his gun or something.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
Yeah.
So I was like, all right, like, we're far enough to where we don't have to run or nothing. So
yeah.
But yeah. So what else? I feel like, okay, so we didn't hear any gunshots.
No.
Also, let's describe how close we were to the shooter.
So
here's how to describe it.
I mean, I'm gonna look at this picture and describe
so
it the best
I'm
I
gonna
can.
look at the picture too.
So if we so this is actually at the Nike store.
Mm-hmm.
So we have the Nike store, and then in front of this Nike store, there's a pathway in between a bunch of other stores.
Yep.
There's a pathway here.
So think of like a bunch of like classrooms in a hallway.
And then down here was the Abercrombie and Fitch. And this is 6 stores. This is 6 narrow, like mall wide, like strip mall wide stores.
Yep.
That separates us from the shooter.
Stepwise, I'd say about give or take 10 steps, and then 2 steps to the right, and you're at Abercrombie.
Yeah.
So that's how close we were to the guy.
Yeah.
Or girl, whoever it was.
Yeah.
Because they said it's still unidentified.
Yeah.
But so when we heard, because she opened shout out to the mom, because dude, she saved everybody's life.
Yeah.
Because what she did was she opened the door and she started screaming, active shooter, and then everybody starts running to the back. But she basically, so from my inference is I'm guessing she saw the guy with the gun because Nike we can see across from Abercrombie.
Yeah.
So we're like, oh no, like that's how we knew we were like that close. But I didn't know how close we were to that guy until my friend told me like where they found him.
Yeah. That shit was crazy though, cause I wasn't like scared or anything.
Yeah, me
I
neither.
was just more like, all right, I have to protect myself as well as helping people get the fuck out.
Yeah.
It was just like adrenaline just instantly turned on, and you know your senses are more heightened, so you're more aware of your situation and
Yeah.
what's around you. So
Before we move on to what to do and what not to do, I wanted to shout out our clothing brand company. I'm wearing the hoodie right now. Crazy comfortable.
got the hiccups, my guy.
Nah, burping a little bit. But I'm wearing the hoodie right now. Crazy comfortable. Super lightweight because I was able to run. It's been through some stuff.
Yeah.
I was
through the shit.
I was legit like arm pumping running.
Yeah.
Like face clenched, everything. Like I was running.
Yeah.
And hey, this
Yeah.
helped me.
Yeah. Shit.
Yeah. So it's just it's purple of our logo on
Let
the.
me feel that shit.
Go ahead, you can feel that. And then feel the inside. It's pretty fire. So it's like
Yeah.
it's yeah. So think of a very comfortable Nike hoodie.
Yeah.
So think of that quality with our logo and stuff on it. So it
Yeah.
has our logo on the top left corner, and then in the back it's a big globe, and
Yeah.
it tells us when we were established.
Yeah.
So the reason why we chose the globe is because we're posting something. Yeah, we're posting something.
Prestige worldwide.
Basically, yeah. So if you guys do want to buy hoodies, we do have shirts.
Link in the description.
Link in description. Link on the Instagram. Link on basically anything.
Link in the
social media
link
wise.
tree.
Link in the link tree.
Airware.
Yep. It's on Bonfire.
Yeah.
So if you guys do want to buy it, go ahead buy it.
Hit
One
it up.
downside I will say is that it does take a while to ship.
Yeah. But it's definitely worth the wait.
Definitely worth the wait. It's super comfortable.
Yeah. So if somebody was in an active shooting situation, what would you advise them to do and what not to do?
Okay, so now that I've been in that situation, what I would advise not to do, obviously, because anyone that hasn't been in one and hears about it can be like, oh, that's so stupid. Obviously, I wouldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
But don't look.
Yeah.
Don't go to look.
Mm-hmm.
If you hear active shooter, let's say you hear it from the right, don't look right and be like, oh, active shooter, hey.
Yeah.
Look the opposite way, and whichever opposite way it is, you follow your feet or you
Yeah.
follow your eyes.
Yeah.
So then you go that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Another thing you shouldn't do is scream,
Yeah.
yell, or say anything that can alert the shooter to that direction.
Yeah.
So yes, alert that there's an active shooter in that area, but don't start freaking out, start screaming, and give them more of an idea of where you are.
Yeah.
Also, while you're running, don't look back. While you're running, pick your knees up. So don't be dragging your feet while you're running. You'll end up falling over.
Yeah.
Shoes will end up being kicked. Don't push people over. A lot of people I saw got pushed over. It was bad. Like it
Yeah.
was like there's a few people that got stampeded.
Yeah. It's kind of fucked up.
So then yeah, try to be. I understand it's a very very high intense situation because it's life or death.
Yeah.
But try to keep at least a little bit of your mental situation of being as competent enough to make a decision.
Yeah. Be very competent. Be very.
Yeah, don't be emotional.
Yeah.
Obviously, be emotional, like where you're crying or like freaking out and stuff. But I'm saying don't let your emotions dictate your actions.
Yeah.
So if your emotions are telling you to be like, sacrifice,
Yeah.
take me.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah. Fuck.
he'll just shoot you and shoot everybody else.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. Like I'm just trying to think of the stuff that people did, what we saw and what we shouldn't do.
So, I mean, what my dad talked to us about, he gave us an example about a shooting at a college where at the time the drill was to just hunker down and stay under like your desk or some shit.
Yep.
One by one, this dude literally went to every class and just shot everybody up. And he got to the end of the, he got to like the end of one of the hallways and the teacher was just ultimately just said, all right, fuck this, everybody just jump out of the fucking window. And I mean, out of everybody being killed in the classroom, that in that class where everybody was jumping out of the window, only like 2 people died. I mean, I shouldn't say only 2 people, because that's still 2 people that fucking died.
Yep.
Where nobody should die anyways. But I mean, it's a significant drop in deaths per classroom. You know, just the fact that they ran away. So, I mean, anytime there's an active shooting, it's like you have to just run the fuck out of there. Run into open space. You know, run to where there's cover. Like, just fucking run, bro.
Yep. Don't run in a straight line.
Yeah.
Obviously don't run like diagonal, like side to side like this.
Yeah.
Go this way for a little bit, go this way for a little bit, go this way for a
Yeah.
little bit. But don't look back. Keep running forward. Run sideways, or not sideways, but like diagonally. Don't try to stay in a straight line. If he, let's say the shooter does shoot, don't look back.
Yeah.
No matter who's screaming and what's going on behind you, try to get yourself to safety. Get behind a car, get behind a tree, a fence, something that can barricade you from a bullet.
Yeah. Don't stay put. Always be moving.
Yeah, always be moving.
In general, just always be moving and on the lookout for shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely don't go where the motherfucker's at.
Yeah. Like literally it sounds like common sense, but a lot of people will be like, it's human nature to figure out what's going on out of curiosity.
Yeah.
Even in that situation. So also, it's hard to I don't know, it's hard to describe or like get yourself out of the state, but try to stay in shock for the least amount of time as possible.
Yeah.
It's impossible for you to like get your mind out of it, but yeah, if you go into shock, then you're in shock, but try to stay in that state for the least amount of time as possible.
Yeah.
And
you just have to always be aware of everything. Like, don't constantly think, hey, there's a shooter. Fuck everybody else. I'm out of this bitch.
Yeah.
Like when me and Maz were there, we were literally trying to help get people the fuck out of there.
Right.
Like, we were aware that, okay, there's other fucking people that their lives deserve to be.
Like there's families that are like I saw
they deserve to be alive as much as we are.
The people I saw that got stampeded were mostly families. Like so the daughter that came out by herself.
Yeah.
The dad ended up getting like stomped over and like ran over. So I picked him up and was like, go.
Yeah.
And I like started pushing people from there.
Yeah.
But
you almost fucking have to push people just to get them the fuck out.
Yeah. Like pushing, like where I was pushing, I wasn't pushing forward. I was pushing to the side into the wall.
Yeah.
So the more I pushed them to the wall, the more straighter the line went. So it was just moving faster.
Yeah, and there was people that went into that inventory room, and I was just like, dude, that is not the fucking place.
And it doesn't help if we're trying to scream, exit,
yeah, I mean...
Because they're not... Obviously, they can't listen when they're trying to do their own thing.
Right. I mean, because a lot of what you do in that moment is very impulsive. Mm-hmm. It's very, like, what just pops in your head.
Yep.
Like, if there's a shooter in this area, you're obviously just going to try and just fucking go somewhere else in another area.
Just like you being a thief.
Yeah. Nah. Anyways.
Are you going to explain what happened?
Nah.
All right.
I'm not.
So, we just did a lot of YouTube videos on how to get rid of the security tags.
Yeah.
That's about it.
That's about it. And what else?
Let's see.
I don't know. I'm just like thinking about
it's a serious situation, but like at the end of the day,
I mean, it just didn't really affect us.
It didn't. Yeah, it's weird to say. It sounds like we're lying, but I mean, we legit were there.
I mean, yeah. At that point in time, like when shit was going down, it was an active shooting as far as we fucking knew at the time. So we just did what we fucking thought was right. Just help people get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
And get ourselves the fuck out of there.
So at least now I know how I would react.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because, I don't know. It's not that I was, quote unquote, prepared to die. Like freaking Nelson Mandela or something.
Yeah.
But I knew that we had more than enough time to get everybody out and dip.
Yeah.
Because usually...
At that point, bro, you kind of almost have to be, you know?
Yeah. Usually, the shooters, like from what I've seen, like the Texas shooting at the Alamo, it's kind of weird. But anytime you think of a shooter, they don't run. They
No,
walk.
They're just walking around. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's just like I knew we had time in my head because I was like, okay, we have time, but I'm still trying to get everybody out as fast as possible.
Right.
There's a difference between rushing and urgency.
Yeah.
I would say we had a lot of urgency.
We had urgency, but we weren't. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't rushing.
Yeah. We weren't. I mean, we weren't just walking, taking our fucking time. Like we were fucking. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here. Get these people the fuck out of here, and let's go the fuck home.
So yeah, when I'm telling you like how narrow that passage was, think of like maybe this area between me and you, like this.
Yeah.
That's how narrow that passage was.
Yeah.
And imagine 2 to 3 people trying to fit through that. Like it's impossible.
Yeah.
So what I did, I was standing here, pushing people this way. So then while they're getting pushed into the wall and then bouncing off, basically. Yeah. So because I was putting my everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Go, just go.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But yeah, that shit was crazy, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm definitely not gonna forget that shit. I'm not traumatized at all.
Not traumatized at all.
I'm honestly chilling right now. But I think the last time I felt like that was that party, like I was telling you in the car. The fucking fight that broke out at that party. That was probably the only time I felt that much adrenaline.
The most adrenaline I've had probably from that was when, so my friend got jumped, and then something else happened. A gun got pulled. I went inside one of my friends' van, pulled up there. They drove off by the time we were there. But that's how high my adrenaline was at that point. Just to give you guys a description on how high our adrenaline was, think of, I don't know how to describe it. Let's say, think of like a very, like let's say you're going 60 miles an hour in a car and you cause an accident.
Yeah.
Think of the adrenaline you're feeling then. That's how we were feeling at the time.
Yeah.
Probably more, but around there.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I'd also like the way that we grew up, it kind of sounds like, weird, but like the stuff that we saw in high school, it kind of prepared us of what to do because we've seen guns multiple times in high school.
Yeah. So,
I mean, we literally had a kid that showed up after he, this was like a few days before we graduated. Yeah. It was a kid, underclassman. He shot somebody at an like in like a school zone.
Yeah.
And he brought the gun into the locker room or in a locker or something like that, and then he got arrested at the school.
Yeah.
Like we've seen stuff like this before.
Yeah.
So that's probably why we're not freaked out, is because we've seen this before.
Yeah.
But not to this extent.
Right.
Versus there's people that never seen this before and don't know how to react, and like, you know what I'm saying? You see, like, you know what I'm saying? So that probably our previous experiences have also gave us some, like I like a lot of my friends that texted me, they're like, of course, out of all people, it had to happen to you. So I was like, yeah,
man, that shit was crazy. Definitely a story to tell.
Oh man, dude, this was like legit 3 hours ago.
Yeah,
2 hours ago, 2.5. So I mean, it's still fresh in our minds.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna forget about it just because of how it went down.
Yeah. Damn.
But once again, I'm not traumatized. I don't think you are.
I'm straight, bro. I mean, I'm still gonna, why should I be traumatized?
Yeah, like there's
still got shit to do.
I guarantee you, there's still gonna be a lot of people that like will have to go through therapy and stuff because of that. So
possibly
it's not a good situation. But I mean, this is kind of a bad piece of advice, but this is just bad piece of facts. But theoretically or hypothetically, if you've been exposed to that environment before, you'll act a lot better seeing it the second time.
Yeah.
So let's say for example,
I could agree with that.
Because we both went to high school together, we saw a lot of stuff. Like, it wasn't in the school, but it was around the school.
Yeah.
Like, you saw, like, the big brawl at a party.
Yeah.
Friend's broken nose. Somebody got stabbed at a different party. Like, his face got cut up, slit his eyebrow.
Yeah.
My friend got jumped, had a gun pulled on him.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of stuff happened. One person killed himself. Another person got ran over by a car. Like, it's, like, that stuff happened to us. It's not a good thing that it happened to us, but it helped us, or not helped us, but like it gave us experience, so we knew how to deal with a traumatic experience like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, definitely. I mean, I mean, even if those people weren't like, we weren't even like really close with any of those people
Yeah.
too much. But I mean, when you hear about that shit, it's like shit's real.
Oh yeah, it's for sure real.
Like you just understand, like, all right, life is short.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make sure you do it fucking right. You
Oh
know?
man, like that really opened up my eyes. I was like, wow, like
Yeah.
life is like crazy short.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because we were talking about God and like religion, like
Yeah.
legit 30 minutes before that happened.
Literally on the way to the fucking mall. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just crazy because people are like, people are just like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. But like, bro,
We saw it today.
you don't have
we
fucking
probably
tomorrow.
we
bro.
probably would not be here if that mom didn't say anything.
You only have up to the day you're living in.
This is all right. So you know the butterfly effect, right?
Yeah.
So like how something like a little as a butterfly can cause a tornado type thing, right? Like something as small
You mean
as
domino effect.
No, butterfly effect is like something small that creates something huge. You know what I'm saying?
I guess like cause and effect.
Basically,
Oh, I thought I was the domino effect.
domino
Shit.
effect
Or is
is
that when shit keeps stacking on?
keep stacking on. It's gonna
Okay.
start creating snowball kind of.
Yeah, snowball domino.
So,
effect. Oh, fuck. Whatever.
So butterfly effect is if she wasn't there at that time, where would we be now?
Yeah.
If that mom didn't, so shout out to that mom, because if that mom
Guardian
didn't say
angel
anything to
forever.
us, what would have happened to us?
Yeah.
We would have been dead.
Yeah.
We would have been shot or something
Possibly. Yeah.
along those lines, or this is so these are the possible case scenarios, right? So if she didn't say anything and she just ran, right, not thinking about anybody else, we probably would have had a delayed response. So everybody else would try to get out. We would probably still do exactly what we did, but we wouldn't. One, probably we wouldn't get as much people out. Two, we would probably end up half of those people would have been shot. The third one was everybody would have been just shot up. So if you think about it like that, if that mom wasn't there, bro,
Yeah.
really
Now,
safe.
thinking about it now, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Thinking about that. I didn't
that's
think about that.
that's the butterfly effect.
Yeah, that's fucking.
So I mean, it was. Hey, you know what? It was an eventful day.
Yeah, dude. It was fucking.
It was a solid 7 hours worth.
Yeah, dude. Damn, that's fucking crazy. How long were we at that store? Fucking like
At Abercrombie?
2 hours at that point, right? Or
Oh,
3
at that
hours.
mall after it happened?
No, like, how long? When did we get to the mall?
We got to the mall at 1.
1, and that shit happened at 3.
Yeah, we were there for 2 hours already. Because we were thinking about going to the carnival
and
after.
you were here for an hour and a half after before that.
hmm
Fuck.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
we were thinking about doing like, because they had like this carnival thing going on.
Yeah.
So we're
That
gonna,
shit lick too.
yeah.
Now I can't fucking go there.
Yeah, so like we were trying to do the mall and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I was making a joke about it, about like how I didn't get the girl snap, but I mean it's
Yeah, fuck that girl snap. I'm alive, motherfucker.
yeah, I'm alive. Yeah, it was a joke.
It was
but
a fucking W day. I kept my life.
yeah, you know what? It's a W day. W day.
Yeah, W day.
But I mean, dude,
Slight drawback, but
slight drawback, but hey, you know what? I'm alive.
Yeah.
Let's see. So hopefully this video actually gets to go up because this is like one of the best videos we've had.
Yeah, I mean, definitely one of the more interesting topics to talk about. Life experience as well. But if it doesn't go up, I'm gonna be fucking pissed.
Yeah, because dude, it kind of gave more of like we kind of gave them more of our life in general. Like we brought up some stuff from high school. We brought up some stuff of what happened today
Yeah.
and like how we reacted, so they know more of us as people,
Right.
not just random people on a screen.
On God, we random to y'all.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all don't know us for real.
Still, so while we do this rebrand, I still have like 6 stickers. So, if you guys do want some stickers from
Drop
me,
a comment if you want to stick.
drop a comment, drop whatever, like DM us or something, Snapchat me, Snapchat him or whatever, and then I mean I can get you a sticker. And with this new logo we get, hopefully we like it.
The sticker with the new logo.
Hopefully we like it, but we will most likely like it, and then we'll get stickers from there too.
Yeah, bro. The stickers for that new logo is gonna go crazy. I'm using the fuck out of that, to be honest.
Yeah. But I mean, I feel like okay. So yeah. Also another thing, I feel like everybody else that wasn't in there freaked out more than us. So like my parents, or like
Yeah.
my family and your family,
Yeah.
and then like my friends and your friends.
Yeah. Like,
So-
bro, chill. Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
straight.
like
But
I'm
I
good.
mean, at the same time, they weren't there,
Mhm.
so they don't know how severe, how light the situation was.
Yeah.
Because when you hear, "Yo, we just had an active shooter experience," like, oh,
They
what the
probably were
fuck?
thinking like, oh, people got shot.
like, yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like, tons of people are dead. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, yeah, because they don't know the severity of it, so it's like, do I fucking worry about you? But they heard from us when we were fine.
Yeah. So,
it's
like, thank God. So I would say thank God that like it wasn't as severe as hearing gunshots or seeing people dead, but
yeah,
it's still an experience seeing hearing that and like knowing somebody can have something that can kill you in his hand
yeah,
at that time. But it's another conversation for another time.
yeah.
If you know what I'm saying.
I do know what you're saying.
Yeah. So do you want to give them a little bit of background information of what the logo might look like, might not look like? Just know it might have a picture on it.
So it'll be a picture.
Yeah. So instead of lettering,
Yeah, it'll have lettering, but
yeah, it will have lettering, but it's
not. It's an image of. It's gonna have a microphone included
Yeah.
and
A little bit of
gray
smoke. Yeah.
gray smoke.
Gray smoke. Also colors are changing.
Colors are changing.
We're still gonna have the Miami theme for our lights.
You still want to do that?
It's up to you, really, but I mean, I like it.
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk about it. We'll play around with it, see what we think.
Yeah.
And then also, so this where it just says the 815,
Yeah.
it's now the 815 podcast.
Yeah.
And also we have also added 3 different colors to it. So it's black, gray, and gold, or
Black,
it was
silver.
black, silver, and gold. Black, silver, and gold. So those are also the other colors we've decided to go with.
Yep.
Yeah. So anything else? This might be a little bit of a shorter one, just because.
Yeah, a little bit shorter. But yeah, I think I'm good. Just like the video, subscribe, comment. Always let us know what you guys want us to talk about.
Yeah,
We'll
just
talk
know
about
we're
it.
okay.
Yeah, we're straight. I mean, I'm.
No mental issues, no
I'm-
physical issues. We're good.
Yeah, I mean, it's like almost cramping in my calves, but just gotta
Yeah.
drink that water. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of a little bit of shin splints.
That's what I
but
learned from this experience. I gotta drink more water.
Check some water, man.
Always on that damn phone.
I would say the most physical pain I really had was just shin splints.
Yeah, bro. I was low key out of breath, bro. I remember
Oh, I
calling
was-
my mom. I was just like, yeah.
I
So
was freaking wheezing, bro.
yeah, no, I'm good, ma. I was like,
Yeah.
bro. I like literally was like thinking about it. I'm like, damn, I'm out of fucking breath.
Yeah, I was thinking about how out of shape I was rather than anything else.
Yeah,
I
like
was
as soon as we
freaking-
got to that parking lot, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
I was like, god
was that,
damn.
was that really only 50 meters?
Yeah, bro.
But then I looked back, I was like, wait, no, that's more than 50. That was like
Yeah.
200.
Yeah.
But I mean,
Nah,
I
I'm
was
definitely winning
sweating.
these.
I was like dripping in sweat. I was a freaking
Yeah.
mess.
Crazy day, crazy day. Yeah, shit like that, bro, just came up all of a sudden.
A day to remember.
Yeah, for sure.
Hey, it was a great idea to go record after we went to the outlet mall,
Yeah,
because now we actually had a story to talk about.
Yeah. That's for sure. I don't even know what we'd talk about if that shit didn't happen.
Yeah,
We had nothing planned. Well,
we legit had nothing planned because we probably weren't even gonna record today.
yeah,
'Cause
because
Yeah, we're
of
like,
this shit.
yeah, we're like,
that it might not fucking be up.
Do we even record today?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, subscribe, like, comment.
Follow, share, follow.
Uh,
Use the Instagram or like follow the Instagram. Every type of update, anything like that is
Yeah.
always gonna be on there.
Twitter.
buy some merch.
We lacking on TikTok. We actually both don't have TikTok anymore, just
Yep.
because
Mental health.
mental health. Like, I just don't want to be glued to my phone.
Yep.
So honestly, I don't know if I'll be putting TikTok in there anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably
I would
should
agree.
for
Later on.
business.
Later on, I'll re-download it and then do that.
Yeah.
But another thing was make sure to go to the bonfire. Make sure to buy some merch.
Cops and merch.
Would greatly appreciate it. I would say it's
Uh.
solid quality, solid designs, especially that new drop we had, the retro. So
Yep.
it's Retro City, Retro Diner, Retro Arcade.
Yeah.
So I just purchased the Retro City one
And Retro BC.
and Retro BC. Retro BC I really liked the
Yeah.
hoodie itself.
Yeah.
But make sure to buy one of those because by far my favorite drop so far.
Yeah, for sure. And then we got future drops coming as well.
We already have a
So-
few thought up of, so
Yeah. You good?
I'm good.
See y'all.
See you.